with a long beard, the longest beard you're going to see tonight, probably this weekend, maybe the rest of your life. He's Mel. Mel, our facilities extraordinaire. So if you need anything facilities-wise, whether it's toilet roll, water, any other question, he's the guy to turn to. If you don't see him out here on the floor, you see that sign over there that says Yeti Cavern, right next to the painting? That's usually the room he sits in. So just knock. If he's not in there because he's running around, I don't know, walking the dog, going to the restroom, or doing other things for you guys this weekend, just leave a post-it on his door with your request, and he's going to help you take care of it.
A little note, if you are here tonight, there will be a dog. So be friendly.
Does anyone have a fear of dogs? No, we're good. Okay. Does anyone have a fear of dogs and does not want to tell us? Well, lock yourself in a room. Speaking of rooms, other than the 2 doors that say private on them, and that conference room over there, all the other rooms you can use to actually brainstorm, talk to your teams, you name it. Okay? So the only 3 rooms you can't do that is the ones that say private and that conference room over there. The conference room is going to be used by the judges and the mentors. It's the one, you see that one in the corner near the elevator? That's the conference room. Okay? Everything else up for grabs, use it as you need. Okay, note for the online attendees. All talks and instructions are going to be recorded and put on YouTube as soon as possible. If you're interested in getting mentored tomorrow, please email Jacob Dillman at jdillman@YetiZen.com ASAP. Any requests for mentoring after noon tomorrow may not be handled in a timely manner because he's going to be mentoring himself as well. Okay? When you are pitching, you'll be pitching via Google Hangout. We're going to stream you in onto our screen right behind me. And you must send us the name of your team, the presenter, the high concept pitch, which is a 1-page document I mentioned to the others. And you must send those to jdillman@YetiZen by 3 p.m. tomorrow. And after that, you're going to receive further instructions. And that is it from me. Any questions? Woo. Sure, yeah. Jiffin, you can do that. Sure, come on. So any questions, guys? Yes, ma'am.
So, since this is an AdMob challenge, should we actually focus more on monetization or the game concept?
Cool, glad you asked. So yeah, let me talk about AdMob for a bit. So raise your hand if you have heard of AdMob before and you're familiar with what it is. I'll send it up to you too, by the way. Good to see you. Okay, so probably just about half of you. So for the rest of you who haven't heard of AdMob, AdMob is Google's platform for app developers to monetize and also promote their apps. Essentially what that means is if you have an app, you can put Google ads in it and you can earn revenue from that. So when a user clicks one of those ads, you get a cut of the revenue and Google gets a cut of the revenue as well. How many folks knew that you could make money from ads inside apps?
All the cool kids knew about that.
All the cool kids.
Yeah, so it was interesting. So over the summer we spoke to quite a few students, and quite a lot of students and a lot of app developers actually just didn't really know about the monetization model of ads, but it's how Google makes a lot of its revenue from apps. So that's what AdMob does. Okay, here's another question. When you've been playing an app, who's ever been annoyed by an ad that they've seen? Yeah. Right. More than that.
This guy twice was doubly annoyed.
Yeah. So I think that there's a right way to implement ads into your app. There's also a wrong way to do it. I think you probably know what the wrong way is because you've probably been spammed by bad ads that pop up when you're trying to do another action inside the app or just get in the way of what you're trying to do. So bear in mind, if you want to compete in the AdMob app challenge, so that's when you have your completed app and you submit it to Google, the requirement there is that you include AdMob ads in your app. And so I think it's probably a good idea over this weekend to think about how can you build ads into your app in an unobtrusive way. So think about that when you're designing the screenplay for your app, and where are the natural breaks where it makes sense to include ads. a couple of tips. We've done some research, and most people, if they have to have ads in an app, or if they're a user, they like to use an app. Quite often they like to see ads in between levels of the game. They don't want to see ads popping up in the middle of the level, as you'd expect. Also, if there's a richer kind of ad, like a video, most users prefer to see that when an app is either open or closed, but not in the middle, something which is not interrupted to the experience. So just some tips there, but yeah, definitely think about monetization as you're doing this, and think about the implications for ads.
So maybe we're going to take one more question now, because I know Krishagar needs to get out and sort of leave for some reason. So one more question now, Krishagar will speak, and then we'll come back on stage and can ask us other questions. So go for it.
What's the difference between AdMob and AdSense?
Okay, so AdSense ads are for websites. If you want to make money from your website, then you can place Google ads on that. If you have an app, then AdMob is for your app.
All right, well, thanks, guys. Krishagar, come on up. Let's give him a hand, all.
Thank you. How's everyone doing?
Yeah.